Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. Today we're looking at 5 different subscription boxes. We've got 2 from Spec Ops Global, 2 from Hunt Vault, and then 1 from BattlBox. Let's start off here and talk about BattlBox. First thing I'll tell you is that I did open up the box just to get all the shredding, the packing shredding out, just because it gets in the way when you're shooting a video. The sit rep or the theme for this month is danger close, so basically hand-to-hand combat, hand-to-hand self-defense. They do note here in this first paragraph, you want to try to get away from those situations, avoid those situations, and then a lot of this is about less than lethal. So that's just something to keep in mind, and we'll go into the different gear here. So first, at the basic level, we have the punch dagger, the self-defense spray, the keyring alarm, and then the stun gun. So let me show you those 4 things. The punch dagger, which I've actually seen one like this from Schrade before. A tiny little punch dagger, easy to conceal. I've actually got a video on that coming up sometime in the future. But it looks like this. You see that thing is tiny, and then that's what your blade looks like. So that's our first item. Then we've got your self-defense spray, made by Saber. And yeah, this is a great thing to have, in a variety of situations, just to get somebody away from you, get some distance. So that's the second item. Third item is this alarm. And I have a couple of, not this brand, but I have a couple like this from a company called RoboCop, originally was the name of it. And basically you pull out this pin and it makes a lot of noise to get somebody's attention. So I think, for my wife, if she's in a parking lot or something at night, at least she can get some attention if someone's, making a move toward her that makes her feel uncomfortable. So that's the third item. And then the fourth is this, which is a stun gun. They do note here, based on regulations in different states, you may not get this, you may get a different item, but this is the stun gun. And I'll open this up just so you can at least see what it looks like. Information, and then that's what it looks like right there. Just to show you real quick how this works, you've got a button on here that basically powers up the actual stun gun. This is your power switch on the side, so it's off, and then it goes to light, so you can see that light. And then when it goes all the way up, when I press this, you'll see it. So yeah, be careful. Be careful when you're handling an item like this. At the advanced level, you're going to get 2 more items. This is the Ready Man fixed blade belt knife. And if you've ever seen the Gerber Ghost Strike knife, it is very, very similar to that. So made to be carried on a belt, similar system. Looks like you can swap it out, carry it horizontally or vertically. So that's the first item at the advanced level. And then also this. And this is basically a Kubaton, as you can see. One thing that's cool about this is they put a clip on it so you can actually carry it in a pocket. But obviously this is a self-defense weapon to let somebody know you mean business. At the pro level, you're going to get a couple more things. This is from Mantis Knives. This is a bottle opener. And also, you can see if you swing this little bar out, it is a blade as well. With those 2 prongs there, that's a blade, and a blade on the other side. And then basically you're going to fold it down like so and squeeze this to lock it in. See if I can line that up. There we go. There we go. Now it's all locked in. So compact little item there. It does lock in very securely, so be careful when you're opening it or closing it that you don't cut yourself. That's what it looks like, all closed up. And then we've got this, which is from Bastion Gear. This is a self-defense tool. And toss that down there. Alright, so basically what you have here is there's a glass punch on the end, and BattlBox is saying because you've had the glass punch here, it shouldn't be considered basically, a brass knuckle or a knuckle duster, as they're sometimes called, but they do encourage you to check out your local, the local laws and restrictions in your area. The idea though is because this side is open, you can just slide it over a belt and be carrying it all day long, and then if you need to use it, you can, put it on really quickly to use in another way, or if you wanted to let me see if I can hold it somewhat. Yeah, maybe hold it like how to hold like this to break a window to get out of a car or into a car in an emergency situation, you could do so. Last up here at the Pro Plus level is the BattleTech Double Lock Karambit, and you can see this. Let me see if I can do this with the camera running in one hand. Swings open, and then obviously it's a karambit. You do have a double lock. You have a back lock here, and then you can slide that to lock it as well. That also allows you to lock it if it's in your pocket so that it doesn't accidentally pop open. So I am by no means a karambit expert, but you can see this does have a nice solid feel to it. I think that's G10 there. It is tool seal. I think it's D2 tool seal. So yeah, that's your final item in this month's battle box. Let's look into the first Hunt Vault box, and this is just the regular subscription. It's going to run you around 40 bucks, and then we'll look at the Elite, which runs you around 160. So let's see, there's a little ad. Got to find a little what's in this one. Here we go. Information card. So this is called Crosshairs 2. First is the Real Avid Zipwire Shotgun Cleaning Kit, which is right there. So quick connect flex rod cleaning system. Yeah, fits 20 gauge and 12 gauge as well. It's going to be a useful tool for me. So yeah, that's the first item. That's your shotgun cleaning kit. Next you have the Utica Cutlery Real Tree folding knife, which is that right there. Let's look on the back, see if it gives you any info. Looks like 420 stainless steel. So yeah, that's a simple little folding knife from Realtree in conjunction with Utica Cutlery. We have third the Finney Universal Choke Tube Wrench, which would be right here. Let me take it out of the package so you can see it. So there's your from Real Avid, and that's your choke tube wrench. So if you want to swap out the choke on your shotgun, that's what it's for. And then last up we have Cleanse Oil Field and Range Pump Sprayer. So basically it says cleans, protects, lubricates, prevents rust. So those are your 4 items, and then looks like you get just some information there. Cleanse Oil is veteran founded, veteran owned, made in the USA. So that is the your basic Hunt Vault box. Now we'll look at the Elite box. All right, this is the Hunt Vault Elite box. It's going to run you 160, and it takes up pretty much the whole camera screen, as you can see there. So let's go into this one. I have tried to sort of organize some of the gear here, but the theme is wild game processing and preparation. Let's go through the various pieces of gear. First is the Stanley Adventure Pot and Prep Cook Set, which is, wow, that is it. That's a 13-piece set. Includes cutting board, spatula, ladle, utensils. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. So it's funny because I was literally just the other day thinking about I need to get a bigger stainless steel pot. So one thing I'm not a huge fan of these is the like plastic tab on the top to open it, just because if you put it near a fire it'll melt, which I've done before. So, but still nice to have an entire set there. Next up we have this, which is the Wicked Tree Bone and Utility Saw, as you can see there. I actually have one of these already. Not a bone saw, but it's their standard utility saw, and it's a very, very solid tool. So this is a made in the USA product, and I've used this, I've tested it. I've actually got a video where I'm trying to jump around and have it fall out of the sheath, which I look kind of like a fool, but it's kind of entertaining. So yeah, so good saw, bone saw obviously for your food prep, but also just general use out in the woods. Next up here we've got these antimicrobial game bags. So it reduces bacteria 8 times more than standard bags. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, just to pack all your meat and game out of the woods. Next up we've got this, which is the skull hooker, and it's basically a mounting system to put a skull up. And yeah, so there you go. That's what it looks like on the back to get it all set up. And we've got this here, which is actually a book. Buck Moose Recipes, Techniques for Cooking Deer, Elk, Antelope, Moose, and Other Antlered Things. Make sure I get that in the screen properly. Yep, so that's what that is. Cool. That looks good. I want to have some steak right now just looking at that. Looks like Real Avid is one of the products they use a lot. So this is the Viscera FX. So yeah, it's supposed to have great grip for when you're actually, doing that prep out in the field. 440 stainless steel, full tang, non-slip ergonomic handle. And we've got this guy. This is the Camp Chef Cook Stove. Obviously this is, it's a butane stove. This thing is, that's the real deal as far as, being able to cook out in the woods. Now you've got something you can definitely do this for. Camping, outdoors, hunting, fishing, tailgating, cabin, RVing, scouting, emergency preparedness. Now you got a way to prep food. Here's your next item. It's a t-shirt. It says, yeah, I gave him a hug and let him go, catching deers. So this is not a super high value item. I think it's like 10 bucks, but cool little addition. And when you sign up for the Hunt Vault Elite, they ask you for your size so they can send you products that fit you properly, because they do send various pieces of clothing over the different boxes. Next product is this, which is the Deer and Big Game Processing DVD. This is made by Outdoor Edge. And yeah, so this is a way you can learn how to take care of that stuff by yourself out in the woods. Quarter and debone big game in the field. There's that. Your last two items are these two right here. You got big game rub and a barbecue sauce. So yeah, just help you to prepare your food and make it extra delicious. Man, between that cookbook, seeing the steak, and this stuff makes me want to eat steak right now. All right, guys, these last two boxes we're looking at are from Spec Ops Global. Over on the left there is the August box, which is the SHTF box, and over here on the right is the September box, which is land navigation. The reason I'm not going to go into a ton of detail about these two boxes is that Spec Ops Global has decided to close down. So the gentleman in charge over there, his name is Tim, basically got a really good job offer that he couldn't pass up on, so is putting his time and effort into that and has to close down Spec Ops Global. But I've really enjoyed working with him over the years. Very cool gear. Definitely a tactical leaning as far as their gear as opposed to outdoor stuff, but definitely, you know, crosses over to that world of outdoors as well. The coolest thing about them is that they have this international flavor to what they do. So stuff from the US, stuff from overseas, yeah, I mean, from Africa, Europe, all over the place. Just really, really cool. So I will miss getting their boxes and checking out what they're doing, but want to wish Tim and his new endeavors all the best. Hope that everything works out great for him. And yeah, Spec Ops Global, these last two boxes, I'll be putting this stuff to use. But that's going to be the final two options, or final two boxes for those guys. All right, guys, that's it. We've looked at two boxes from Hunt Vault, a box from BattlBox, and then we closed out talking about Spec Ops Global there. Sad to see Spec Ops Global go, but excited for Tim and this next opportunity that he has. So Tim, blessings upon you and all that this next adventure has for you. Thanks as always for checking out these videos. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram and Tumblr as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.